what's up? So I decided to make a quick video talking a little bit about my experiences when I swiped my entire country. I know I've already made a video talking about this sort of thing with my experiences on this app, and that it made me decide to stop trying, and it killed my self-esteem and everything. But I see a lot of idiots online still making these claims and stuff about their personality and all of that fucking bullshit, and some of these guys claiming that they're getting like hundreds of fucking matches and basically being able to just order girls around to their house like as if it was some kind of human pizza delivery. And these are guys who aren't exactly attractive themselves, not exactly good looking guys. So I find that just really hard to believe, considering it's not just from my own experiences, but generally from what I've read, a lot of statistics, that an average guy, bottom 80% has roughly 115 chance of either matching with somebody. That and pretty much nearly every other guy that I've known has had the exact sort of same experiences of that I have. So I find it really hard to believe. Pretty much any guy that I've known who's actually had like any success, like meeting anybody, it's just been with the absolute sort of bottom of the barrel when it comes to who they found, like obese, overweight, people without hair, things like that, or people like maybe 15, 20 years older than them. He's got these fucking guys that I've known like going with like ladies who are close to like 50 years old. I know one guy, he's talking about that he said he was going to bang somebody who was 48, another one had been with somebody who's 44, and these are guys who I'd consider, like the prime of best years, fucking 23, 24, and they're thinking, they're acting like they're fucking getting some, basically. It's like, here mate, just go to the old folks home to pick someone up, what the hell next? Guys in 2020, fucking hell, you always heard fucking 2020 vision, but it looks like these guys are fucking blind, Oh, I don't know, it's nuts. But anyway, so I should have really made this before I made the other video, but anyway, this was my experience. I pretty much swiped right on my entire country. What I did was go from one town to another. Not all straight away. I did keep it in there for a while. Sounds a little dirty. What I mean is I kept the location on the town for like a day or so, whatever, and some a bit longer, some a few days, whatever, but I swiped everybody until I ran out of matches in every town. Then I just moved on to another one. I did both islands of the country that I'm in. And for people out there who say, if you swipe right on everybody, it ruins your score and buries your profile, well, I also did it in another way, where I actually went through and looked at the photos and took my time and actually selectively did it. So I did it kind of both ways, and both ways I pretty much had the exact same sort of result. So yeah, it was pretty fucking depressing. And then I went over to other countries. There's a lot of fat people that come up on the one in my country, and I went over to like England, somewhere in England and shit, and other places, and it's like, it really goes to show that people won't swipe on you if they are decent looking, or if they're not fat. That explains why, and at least in my country, I got a few matches with a few obese people, and I did with a few people who were normal size, but those ones weren't interested in talking. Overseas, pretty much everybody, it was something like 95% of people weren't fat, and a lot of them were fairly decent looking, and it explains why I didn't get any matches at all, pretty much. So it's like, it shows that, after a while of doing that, swiping through hundreds and hundreds of people, I got something like 5 matches, and every one of them was obese, and I didn't even see any obese people when I was swiping. So it just shows that, I'm like kind of like a magnet, filtering out the obese people, because it's like I can only match with them. If they're normal or decent, they won't give you a fucking chance. It just shows how it's like, So I feel like in my own country, if I can't even get anybody in my own bloody country, then if it's like, if you're going to think of it like a game, like my own country is like level 1. If I can't even beat level 1, how am I going to progress through the fucking game, kind of thing. Like going overseas, their standards are even like higher than my country's, because New Zealand is supposed to be home to statistically the one of the ugliest female populations I'm ranked on the planet. So, you know, obviously if I can't really get anybody here, then there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to manage overseas. So moving isn't really going to be helpful. But at the same time, I feel like, well, now I know that my entire fucking country, couldn't come up with, you know, anybody who really finds me, you know, at all decent. So, you know, I guess going out to, I guess it makes sense that why, you know, when I'd go out to bars, pubs, go out to town, I'd be always invisible or ignored or anything, because this has pretty much shown me that, you know, that I just, you know, don't have what it takes anywhere around here. So basically, that's my whole country out of it. So all I can really do now is decide, settle for somebody who's completely horrendously overweight, who's only matching with me because they're overweight, or take my chance and go to another country, and hopefully with enough bigger population it'll be different. But the way I look at it is, these days I've come to pretty much understand that, you know, females are almost like a collective intelligence, like a hive mind. You know, they pretty much all think the same, you know. This experiment has pretty much shown me that if somebody isn't overweight, they won't give you the time of day, and that's the only exception when they'll actually swipe on you, is if they're, you know, massively overweight. So, or, you know, if they're like a foreigner or something, you know, like if you go to an Asian country as a white guy. But that's not my kind of thing, you know. Some guys are into that. That's not my kind of thing. I prefer my own kind, you know. Yeah, but like, I don't know, it's just completely fucked up my confidence, and ruined, you know, like I always said, I have for a long time, I've had my confidence pretty much been sodomized 6 ways from Sunday. But now I just think, you know, like, I truly know that just the idea of it, it's hopeless. It's like going to shooting targets with blanks, you know. It's not going to matter how many damn times I try. But yeah, I always thought for a while that, you know, if you do it enough times, you know, if you go through enough people, enough thousands of people, then there's going to be some who think a little differently, some who are different, you know, like if you go through enough people. But I figure, you know, that they're pretty much all the same. Like I said, collective hive mind, you know. They all have the same preferences pretty much, you know. Makes sense because a lot of them all dress the same. They've all got the same fucking music taste. Practically all clones of each other, you know. But you're either pretty much liked by all of them or you're liked by none of them. It seems, you know. The mid ground is very sort of narrow. But yeah. So I discovered that, you know, I always thought that, you know, as a guy, you know, like even if you aren't liked by the majority, there's still going to be a few who do, but this really shows that that isn't fucking true. And anybody who says beauty is in the eye of the beholder is a fucking load of, you know, is just an absolute fucking idiot. You know, that's simply bullshit, you know, absolute load of fucking crap. Anyway, have a good day, and yeah, so that's my life, man. It's just fucking how it is. You know, and yet these dumbasses will still tell you. Just keep fucking trying. Yeah. I don't need to keep trying when I already know the answer. It's a load of bullshit. I never really thought, honestly, that I was that bad, but I guess I was seeing something completely different than what all of them were. So that's just how it is. This app is so damn fucking depressing. The one match that I got that actually looked fairly decent went and bloody unmatched me. Didn't even get to say anything. Fucking hate that some guys just live on such an easy mode that they can just get these people just like that easy, you know. Here's me thinking, you know, if I swipe enough people, then I'll finally, like, at least I'll, you know, kind of play like some kind of numbers game where I feel like, you know, if I get through enough people, then I'll actually be able to have a couple of matches that look decent. You know, I thought not every decent looking girl can be completely shallow. You know, I thought at least after thousands there might be one of them that matches with me that looks decent and isn't like heavily overweight. And I got a match that was actually decent and typical. Out of the ones that I got after pretty much swiping my entire fucking country, the person who unmatched me was the one person who looked decent. Fuck, I need a smoke and I don't even smoke. I'm just gonna go back to drinking. I fucking can't cope with this shit.
Oh, mother, I can feel the soil falling over my head, and as I climb into an empty bed, oh well, enough said. I know it's over, still I cling. I don't know where else I can go. Oh, mother, I can feel the soil falling over my head. See, the sea wants to take me, the knife wants to slit me. Do you think you can help me? Sad veiled bride, please be happy. Handsome groom, give her room. Loud, loutish lover, treat her kindly, though she needs you more than she loves you. And I know it's over, still I cling. I don't know where else I can go. I know it's over, and it never really began, but in my heart it was so real. And you even spoke to me and said, if you're so funny, then why are you on your own tonight? And if you're so clever, then why are you on your own tonight? If you're so very entertaining, then why are you on your own tonight? If you're so very good looking, why do you sleep alone tonight? I know, 'cause tonight is just like any other night. That's why you're on your own tonight. With your triumphs and your charms, while they're in each other's arms. It's so easy to laugh, it's so easy to hate. It takes strength to be gentle and kind. Over. It's so easy to laugh, it's so easy to hate. It takes guts to be gentle and kind. Over. Love is natural and real, but not for you, my love. Not tonight, my love. Love is natural and